Hi, welcome once again to the videos on positive psychology transform your life. My name is Ranjit Kovilinkal and I'm a psychotherapist. Hope you saw my last video in which I had spoken on character strengths, the 6 virtues and the character strengths. I also do hope you have taken the character strength questionnaire so as to assess and find out what are your top strengths. I had provided the link to the questionnaire in the description for the video. In this video, I will give you an example of how you can use your character strengths in any situation. Studies show that trying to improve a weakness is far less effective than spending time building on your strengths. So the situation I had, which was around last year, was how to get pending payments from a large client. It was more than 6 months overdue and it was a big amount. Since we were a startup, our cash flows were severely affected by this. It was becoming increasingly frustrating with me to follow up with the account manager and ensure the payment, as it was getting postponed every time when we had a meeting with the client. They were asking us to submit additional documentation and it was going on and on. It was stressing me since we had no work during the last 3 months due to the COVID scenario and we badly needed the payment. So how did I tap into my character strengths to solve this? My character strengths show that I apply fairness and equity in all my dealings. I know that we have done this in this case as well, as we have provided the client with excellent service. And I knew that the result also would be positive. The other character strength showed that I have leadership qualities. One part of me was telling me to wait, and the other part of me was telling me to go ahead with the next step, which was to take legal recourse. Leadership is also about taking on difficult situations, right? So I decided that I'll put a timeline and then tell myself that if the payment is getting delayed beyond 2 weeks, then I will look at a contingency plan. I also let my colleague, who was the account manager for the particular account, off this task so that he does not get blamed if the client is postponing the payment any further or if the money does not come in. I took it upon myself for the blame. I'm also an optimist as per my character strength. Plus, I'm future-mindedness. Hence, I need to positively believe that I will get my pending dues, as it is only the client who's causing the delay and that they will eventually pay. Also, I looked at it from a worst case, best case, and probable case scenarios, and that taking action after 2 weeks is what is needed. So the best case was that I get all my dues as per the invoices. The character strength also showed that I'm an honest and down-to-earth person guy. So if I keep respectfully following up with the client on a regular basis, then they will ultimately realize that they need to pay the amount. The probable case was that the client pays partially and again makes us wait to get the total amount, which again is fine since we know that the client's intention is to pay. And the worst case was that I take this up legally. And I also knew that even if we take it up legally, we would win the case and get the money because we had all the documentation in place. However, it would result in bad vibes with the client. My other character strength was gratitude. Hence, I conjured positive images and beliefs that the client will definitely pay by this time period. And I was also visualizing that I was thanking them for receiving the payment. So the story goes that the client paid up the full amount, not in 2 weeks, but at the end of the 4th week. We were so relieved and overjoyed. So as you can see, you can use your top strengths to deal with any situation. So concentrate on your strengths more than on your weaknesses. That is not to say you should not look into your weaknesses. What I'm meaning is that you can use your top strengths to look at your weaknesses as well and see how you can overcome them by using more of your top strengths. It might sound a little confusing, right? So let me give you another example. One of the weaknesses is that I'm not good at self-discipline and self-control. Every time I tried to discipline myself, it was not working. So I thought of using my top strengths like leadership, hope, optimism, and future-mindedness to overcome my weaknesses. And boy, definitely it started working. Hope you got the point. If you like the video, please do click the like icon. Also do comment and post your thoughts, observations, and queries in the comment section. Finally, do click the subscribe icon and the bell notification so that you can receive updates from my feed. Until then, goodbye and good luck. Cheers to learning.